Every journey has a beginning, yet none can see the end. Worse, no man can see where the first half becomes the second. The middle truly eludes us. So then why is it that we can never be quite certain that we're right where we need to be?
Hey, what's up YouTube? Kenny here, and today I give you 3 things I wish I would have known in my 30s. So thing number 1 is you are in the multiverse. What do I mean by that? Well, I had the very rare opportunity to be in a multiverse-like situation in real life. You know, in the Army, we do a lot of LARPing. If you don't know what that means, live action role-playing game. And some of you all are laughing right now, and some of you all have no idea what I'm talking about. What I'm trying to say here is when you try to join one of the branches of special operations in the Army, you have to go through a qualification course. So I actually had to go through a qualification course twice. So during the course, you're assigned a team. But the big thing about these teams is you get peer reviewed all the way through the course. And so for the most part, I remember the first team I had, I was peered about, I think, a 6 out of 12. Not great, not terrible. Right in the middle, hiding. But the next time I did the exact same course after I recycled, I actually was number 1 out of 12. And the reason for that is multiverse. So when I say you're in the multiverse, this is what I mean. Well, the first team, no matter how hard I tried, and I did try a lot harder than the second time, I was never going to get past the 6. That's because there's personalities, there was cliques, there was just a bunch of factors that aligned that were kind of detrimental to my personality type within that group. That said, the second group, I literally vibed with everyone on the team. I could do no wrong. And that had nothing to do with me. I didn't put any extra effort in. I just was better. So as you go through your life, just look around and think about if you were in a different setting, in a different team, in a different group, in a different crowd, could things have been different? Sometimes that one bold move will make or break you, but as long as you validate that with amount of risk that you're willing to take, sometimes that's the right amount of risk. Because after all, you don't know how that's going to play out. It may play out in your favor quite boldly, but on the other hand, it might fail for you. But sometimes you do need to take these chances. My point is, take solace in the fact that somewhere in this multiverse, there's a version of you that excelled in that particular group. And there's a version of you that did exactly what you did this time around. So there's no crying over spilled milk. Bonus tip, learn to appreciate wine sooner. All right, thing number 2, you don't actually know where you are in life. So what do I mean by that? Here's the y-axis, here's the x-axis, here's the standard distribution. Increasing in value. Why increasing in value? Because obviously you're putting a lot of time and effort in personal development, which is why you're watching videos like this, and you're trying to generally be better than the old you. So if you're following us on our Redcliffe Research Stock channel, you know about volatility. And so let's draw some volatility on this chart. So anything that's over that second standard deviation is considered luck. It's also considered noise. Anything like a 3 sigma event or 3 standard deviations, that's like your lottery tickets. Some people get very lucky. Some people get very lucky early. You may not have. My whole point is you don't know where you are on this curve, nor should you care. As long as you are working your way towards a better you, I think that should be enough. Equally important here, if you're getting very unlucky, there is an absolute chance that you're at the very bottom edge of this distribution. So if you're getting really unlucky and you actually are getting unlucky, it's not because you're lazy, then don't hold yourself to it too hard. And you won't even know this, and that's the problem. The problem is if you haven't had enough reps and you hadn't seen this happen in your life and the lives of others several times, you won't believe it anyways. So you'll just say, hey, I'm just not good at something, but that might not be true. What I'm trying to say is there's definitely people in my life that I know are very, very smart, very hardworking that just haven't quite made it. And the final thing, but not most important, is probably your finances. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, hey, Kenny, you're founder of a equities research company. Yeah, I know. And that's finance. I get it. My whole point is learn and master finance, but don't make it your life and don't make it your life story. Because at the end of the day, nobody cares how shiny the things you wore were or the things you wrote in were. The only thing that matters is the thing that's shiny inside your heart. Right here. Is that my heart? Right here. I'm not going to dig deep into finances here, but just know that if you believe that the stock market is not going away and America is not going away anytime soon within your lifetime, then put money in the stock market every month. I do it every week. In fact, we have a challenge going on right now that we started about 7-8 months ago. So basically, the way to do it without much risk and without having to look over your shoulders a lot and manage your own finances is to just find a very, very low fee index fund that you like. Hopefully something like the S&P 500, which is the basket of America's best stocks, and just ride that out. Take it and put it in the compound interest calculator. If you've never done that, go do that. Type in compound interest calculator, play with it, and I promise you, you will be amazed how much money you will have in 20, 30, 40 years. So I was going to end this video, but I'm looking at 20-year-old me right now, or 25-year-old me, and I want to give him or her some sage words of wisdom. And that's because I think that generally, especially on YouTube, especially the things that you see here, it's all about this glamorous life. It's all about this high speed, high octane, get rich as fast as you can lifestyle. And that's fine. And if you get that lucky and you're blessed to be able to do that, enjoy that journey as well, because it never ends. The point I'm trying to make is it doesn't matter how much money you make. You're always going to want to make more, and you're always going to want to spend more. You inherently already know this, but sometimes it's just good to hear. So in a way, I really think that I was blessed by not being able to focus on making money in my youth. And in a way, I'm kind of sad for folks who made it so young, because, the journey after that is kind of almost backwards. The point I'm trying to make is, because of the unusual nature of my journey, I was able to meet the most amazing people, go to the most amazing places, and do the most amazing things. And in the end, that's enough.